Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. As you can tell, we weren't planning on filming anything today, let alone a video that we're going to publish. But anyways guys, this is a reaction video to
April and Justin's miscarriage.
their latest video. It's called Heart to Heart. I'll link it down below, or
yeah, we'll link it in the description box, both the videos. Yeah, we watched the video a few hours ago, and I thought it was pretty important for us to talk about. Not so much in the traditional fashion of a reaction video, but kind of a story to share of ours and our thoughts on what they're going through.
yeah, and they also address, if you haven't watched the video, go ahead and watch it now. Pause this, go watch it, and then come back to us. But basically, the Heart to Heart is April, near the end of it is basically April and Justin addressing the haters and the reason why they did that heart to heart. Basically, people were saying that April and Justin basically made up the story that they had a miscarriage, because why would they put it on social media, and so on and so forth. And Justin really put it very eloquently on the haters and how he felt and why he doesn't typically I guess react to it. So I think that is kind of why we pushed to do this video for you guys.
After hearing that, the reason why we chose to make this video is because, like April and Justin, we have also had a miscarriage before Noah, and it's something that both Ernan and I don't really talk about that often. I have mentioned it to a very few select people. Ernan, I think, hasn't said it to anybody really.
I told two of my really close girlfriends, and of course my my manager, because when I actually needed to take the 2 days off, I had to tell her why. So
what kind of ties in our story to theirs is when I heard as well that people were saying that the miscarriage was faked. I think, to sum it up, pissed me off. You know, everybody reacts differently. I think a lot of misconceptions is that guys don't really react that hard to it, but it is probably the hardest thing I've ever gone through in my life, and to this day it still affects a lot of decisions that I make. I don't know if it would be fair to say that probably affected me more.
We dealt with it very differently. I am more of a closed off person. I've always been. I think it's because I'm an only child, and I don't really like to share like sadness, tragedies, or anything like that. For me, I like to pretty much sweep it under
them,
and then bottle it up, and then just hope that one day it you know, it just passes, and that I'll get through it. And that's how I've always been.
I'm a little different. I like to talk about it, not in the sense to share the story, but talk about it because I feel like, you know, it's nice to hear other people's stories. And the few people that I did open up to, you know, I was surprised to hear that some of them actually went through it, or they knew people who went through it themselves. So that did make me feel a lot better. I know the statistics that happens to 2 in 3 women, something like that, which is common, as awful as it sounds. But it's nice to actually know that people around you, well, it's not nice, it's
comforting.
It's comforting to know that people are going through this too.
The difference between Jordan and I to April and Justin is that we actually knew we were pregnant. We lost it at around 7 to 8 weeks gestation. April and Justin didn't even know they were pregnant. She was just having irregular periods, and she saw something, and basically that was probably her body miscarrying. And it's comforting to know that when you do have a miscarriage, it means that you're like, I mean, you can get pregnant.
Which was our case.
Yeah.
Because we tried for a long time to get pregnant and couldn't get pregnant. And then, you know, like the doctor that we saw a specialist to help try to get us pregnant, he basically said, he's like, the only little bright news in this that you guys can take out of it is that you can get pregnant. And, you know, naturally. And it obviously proves that it just takes time for you guys. So, again, I mean, it was probably a 0.1% relief to me, and the rest was still hurt. But again, there was a very, very, very dim, tiny, bright light or dim light in there, in that sadness.
So basically, from the time we got married to our first pregnancy, it didn't take any time at all. It was probably like 6 months, and we weren't actively trying until June. Actually, no, until about August.
Right away.
Was just settled in life, and then I think around September, October, we got pregnant, and then it was just 7 weeks, and yeah, and then we lost it. And then after that, I think that's when it took a little bit longer. So from November to May is how long it took for us to get pregnant with Noah, and that's when we saw a doctor, because our fear is that because I'm over 30, I didn't want to, or we didn't want to wait too long, only because of like the risk factors that involves in having a child like later in life. So we kind of wanted it to get accelerated. I mean, we did like ovulation tests. I was like upside down.
If you guys ever want advice on pregnancy tests, I'm the dude.
I
think we did like tons of, you did tons of them.
I think we finally ended up going to Costco and started to buy like the Costco
just bulk, man.
Yeah, it was insane.
But to tie in that story, kind of, you know, basically when it happened, it was hard, sitting in the emergency department, waiting for the HCG. Was that the hormone? HCG. HCG?
HCG.
Okay. Anyways, waiting for that hormone, and you know, when the doctor came and told us that it was dropping, it sucked. It really, really was painful, and I think the hardest thing for me was trying to keep earning positive. You know, I know personally I kept her positive, you know. You know, I did everything I could, everything a husband can do to help his wife feel better. I know when I had to go to work, I had probably like a 40-minute drive, and I think I actually ended up bawling my eyes out in the car on the way to work, and I did that there and back a few days because I just didn't want, you know, Erna to see me cry, or, you know, see me get so down, because I wanted her to stay strong and this and that. So if we do, you know, if we can pass on a message to April and Justin, is that it does get better. The pain does kind of subsides a bit, goes a bit numb, but it's something you will never forget. And to be honest with you, it's something I don't want to forget. Never, because it is something that did change my life. It's something that made me respect life, and it's something that, it's the main reason why I am so protective of Noah, why I'm so cautious with Noah, why I will literally kill for Noah. Not literally. Well, I haven't had that moment yet, but don't test me.
Oh no!
Oh, sorry, babes. Yeah. You know, and it's that reason that caused me to be the dad I am today. No, I don't think I think I'd still be very similar if that never happened, but it definitely gave me a new light to life. And it's hard. It's hard for the women. It's hard for the dads. It's hard for everybody. So to hear something like they faked something like that.
Her tears weren't fake.
Yeah,
that's a real reaction, because that's how I was.
You can't
fake that. You can't fake
tears. You can't fake the emotion. You can't fake the pain. You can't fake all of this.
So because if you take this YouTube thing out of context. They're real people. They're not actors. They're not people we see in movies. They're real people, and that was a real reaction. And I honestly feel so bad that that comment, like,
it's bad enough that someone's dealing with that. Why add fuel to the fire? Why make them feel worse?
Yeah.
If someone's already down, don't kick him down. I mean, try to give him a hand and pick him up. You can criticize them for putting it on YouTube, but then you can say you should be honored that they're sharing their story with you when it comes to that, because that means they think that they're close enough to you, that they trust you. They've gained your trust to share something as valuable as that. So instead of being hurtful, be supportive. Reach out, send the cards. We personally sent an email to them.
And April actually tweeted back saying, thanking me for the email that I sent her. It really meant a lot. We'll let these videos out to share their story for a reason. Maybe it's because they have no one else to share it to, or they're too embarrassed to share it to their family and friends. So this is their only vice to do it. This is their voice. This is the only way that, they don't, like you guys aren't talking back to us, like,
a lot of YouTubers, if you guys don't know, actually start off talking to a camera because of social anxiety, right? Like, it's hard for someone to go out and speak in public, or make friends easily and things like that, but talking to a camera eventually becomes easy because the camera never judges you back, right? It doesn't say anything back. But anyways, besides all of that, to the person that said that, I think
you're an a-hole.
What Justin said was very, very, very polite and very different from what I would have said. Would have been a lot of F's, a lot of S's, a lot of B's, a lot of A's, and I probably would have hacked your computer and found out where you live and just punch you straight in the face, because that's what you deserve. If you're a religious person, man, if you believe in karma, you're coming back as like a tapeworm or something, because fuck, it's an asshole thing to say.
It is.
I mean, I hate to swear, but it's the most asshole thing to say. You're a fucker, man. Like, it's the best thing I could say. I'm gonna close it off.
Sorry guys. April posted a picture on Instagram. So this is the picture.
And to relate to that, Ernan actually bought me this. I got scratched up. If you guys can really tell, it's a little angel, and actually says, which way is it? Guardian Angel on the back. And I've had this thing, and I've actually had this since I think a few days after the miscarriage. So
it's when I got back to work, actually. I was just at the gift shop. I was looking actually something for myself to remind me that to stay strong, and that don't be discouraged, but don't ever forget either. And I found something for myself, and I wore it for a while. And then I found this for Jordan, and he's had it in his wallet for a very long time. So since November 2013. Yeah.
So yeah, guys. So to kind of summarize, make sure you check out their video. We'll link it down below. We'll link their channel too. They are a little bit different for us because they are, I think, the reason we started vlogging. And also the only people who actually gave us a shout out when they didn't have to, and the reason our channel ever grew. So they do kind of hold, I guess, a special place in our heart. Mm-hmm. And if they are watching this, if they do watch this, don't let the haters get to you. I know it's hard. I know at times you just want to lash out, but honestly, if they're hating, then there must be something going on serious with their lives, that they're miserable, and it's not worth it. It's honestly not worth the effort. a lot of times I sit back and I think of all the stuff that I have that's, you know, that I consider blessed because, you know, I have a house, I have a son, I have a wife, I have a family, I have all these amazing things. So don't let that stuff get to you. Thanks for watching, guys, and
We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
peace.